Hello everyone, welcome to SW News. In this video today, we are going to talk about Mamata Banerjee versus Election Commission of India, the fight that is brewing in West Bengal apart from the fight between TMC and the BJP. But before that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. Let's begin today's video. The West Bengal Assembly election campaign is turning bitter with each passing day. Both the BJP and the TMC have upped their attack on each other. Both the parties are criticizing each other in indecent language. This time around, however, the elections are more ferociously fought. Amid the high-octane campaign, the role of the Election Commission has often been questioned. In the latest, the most stringent so far as West Bengal is concerned, the Election Commission has banned West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee from campaigning for 24 hours. The Election Commission order came late on Monday evening. While the Election Commission has imposed a ban on Mamata Banerjee citing the violation of the Model Code of Conduct by her, Banerjee has rejected the charges and has decided to sit on a dharna against the ban. But it is not only Banerjee who has invited Election Commission action. Within the first half of Tuesday, the Election Commission served notices to 3 BJP leaders, including BJP State President Dilip Ghosh. Well, since the Model Code of Conduct came into force, both the parties have been visiting Election Commission with complaints against each other. However, this is probably for the first time that Election Commission is seen taking serious notice of the complaints and acting on it. Let's talk about these cases which invited Election Commission action. Let's first talk about Election Commission ban on Mamata Banerjee from campaigning for 24 hours. The Election Commission on Monday imposed a 24-hour ban on West Bengal Chief Minister and TMC leader Mamata Banerjee for her highly insinuating and provocative remarks which the poll body said had serious potential to lead to a law and order breakdown in the state. It cited her repeated remarks against central forces deployed in the state on election duty. The poll panel had earlier issued notices to Mamata Banerjee for violating the Model Code of Conduct. Mamata Banerjee had allegedly urged the Muslim community to vote for the TMC at a public meeting in Tarakeshwar. At another rally, she had accused the central forces of intimidating voters and asked the crowd to gherao central security forces. Now, Mamata had said, addressing a poll rally in Hooghly on April 3rd, and I quote, "I am requesting my minority brothers and sisters with folded hands, don't divide the minority votes after listening to the devil who had taken money from the BJP. Now, while addressing a rally on March 28th, she had said, and I quote, "Who gave so much power to them that the central police are threatening the women without allowing them to cast their votes? I saw same thing in 2019, I saw the same thing in 2016. The commission in its letter said that it condemns such statements portent with serious law and order problems across the states and sternly warned Mamata Banerjee and advised her to desist from using such statements while making public utterances during the period when Model Code of Conduct is in force." Now, responding to the Election Commission of India's notice over her statement in which she appealed to the Muslim voters to not let their vote split, Mamata Banerjee stated that she did not seek to influence the voters to cast their vote for her on religious segmentary lines. Rather, she categorically spoke in favor of religious harmony in line with the spirit of Model Code of Conduct and the Constitution of India. Now, there was another notice sent to her which involved the central forces, her comment on central forces, and responding to that, Mamata Banerjee said that she had only called upon the voters, specifically voters who are women, to protest democratically by gherao if and when somebody, including the CAPF, created any obstruction in their voting right. Now let's talk about the second action, the second leader against whom Election Commission of India took action, and the person's name is Rahul Sinha. In what was seen as a balancing act, Election Commission of India today also banned BJP leader Rahul Sinha for 48 hours for his remark that the central forces should have killed more in Cooch Bihar's Sitalkuchi. In its order, the poll body said Rahul Sinha's utterances were provocative, mocked human life, could incite forces that could have law and order implication and hence violate the Model Code of Conduct. This is possibly the first time that the Election Commission has banned a political leader from electioneering without giving the person a chance to present his defense. The poll body justified its decision, citing urgency of the matter. On April 12th, Rahul Sinha, who was campaigning in his constituency in Habra, had told the reporters, not 4 but 8 people should have been shot dead in Sitalkuchi. The central forces should be issued a show cause notice asking why they killed only 4 and not 8 people. Now this is what the statement was against which the Election Commission took the action. Now let's talk about another case, which is Suvendu Adhikari. The Election Commission of India also issued a warning to BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari today over a speech he delivered in Nandigram last month. The poll body has asked Adhikari to refrain from making derogatory remarks against any political leader. The Election Commission had on April 8th earlier issued a notice to Adhikari on the basis of a complaint filed by CPI-ML leader Kavita Krishnan. Now, Kavita Krishnan in her complaint had claimed that Adhikari delivered a hate speech in Nandigram on March 29th. Adhikari had allegedly made reference to one Begum, a veiled dig at TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee during a rally. Now the next person Election Commission took action against is Dilip Ghosh. Another on the list of leaders who invited Election Commission of India's notice is BJP West Bengal chief Dilip Ghosh. A controversy erupted in the state when Dilip Ghosh, addressing a rally, said that if someone crosses his limits, then you have seen what happened in Sitalkuchi, there will be Sitalkuchi in every places. TMC leaders had complained to the Election Commission against these remarks. Election Commission has also issued him notice and he has been asked to respond to the notice and make his stand clear on his remarks by Wednesday morning. Now let's talk about Mamata Banerjee's dharna. Well, the EC ban did not go down well with Mamata Banerjee and the TMC. She announced to go on a dharna. She announced that she will sit on a 24-hour dharna to protest against Election Commission of India's order. She called the decision undemocratic and unconstitutional. TMC leader Derek O'Brien also said that Election Commission stands for extremely compromise. Let us hear what he said.
This is a black day for Indian democracy. When you can't beat us, you ban us.
Senior leader Yashwant Sinha, who joined the party recently, also said, he tweeted about it, he said, "We always had a doubt about the impartiality of the Election Commission, but today it has shed whatever pretense it had. Now it is clear that Election Commission is acting at the behest of PM Modi, Amit Shah and under their direct order. Every institution of democracy is compromised today. What hope do we have?" Meanwhile, senior Congress leader and party spokesperson Abhishek Manu Singhvi also accused the Election Commission of being selective and partial. Mamata Banerjee versus Election Commission. Well, but this is not the first time that the Election Commission's role has come under question. The Election Commission as an institution has to be a fair and neutral body overseeing the election and ensuring that Model Code of Conduct is not violated. But from the beginning of the campaign in West Bengal, TMC and Mamata Banerjee have questioned the fairness of Election Commission. The poll body has often come under attack from TMC, which accused it of working under the pressure from BJP. Like Election Commission, TMC has been also questioning the central forces deployed in the state to ensure law and order amid polling. It is, however, the Election Commission whose decision and actions are being subjected to intense political scrutiny. The questions were raised on the Election Commission's decision when it announced 8 phases assembly election in West Bengal. While Election Commission cited the rampant political violence in the state as a reason, the ruling party and the Congress Left Alliance questioned the logic behind the announcement. West Bengal has 294 seats. However, in Tamil Nadu, polling was scheduled only for a day despite having 234 seats. This was seen as an attempt to give more time to the BJP to canvass in the state. The questions are also raised by the TMC asking why there is no action taken against senior BJP leaders like PM Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and JP Nadda for their provocative statements despite several complaints by the TMC. Well, the Mamata Banerjee versus Election Commission fight is not new, but with every passing phase, it seems to only escalate. During third phase of voting, when the crucial Nandigram constituency went for polling, Mamata Banerjee complained to the Election Commission that BJP leaders are not allowing TMC voters to cast their votes. She visited a polling booth in Boyal and demanded repolling. However, Election Commission in its report called her allegations factually incorrect. She also accused the Election Commission of working at the behest of former BJP President and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, after the violence at Cooch Behar, in which 5 people were killed during the fourth phase of assembly election, which TMC claims were its workers, Mamata Banerjee announced she will visit district and families affected. However, Election Commission banned the entry of political leaders for 72 hours and also asked the leaders to stop campaigning for the fifth phase a day prior. Enraged with this order, TMC accused Election Commission of suppressing the facts regarding Cooch Behar incident. While Mamata Banerjee is sitting on a dharna right now, one interesting development has also occurred in Election Commission. On Monday, Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra was appointed as the next Chief Election Commissioner, the Law Ministry said. He assumed charge today on April 13th. Incumbent Sunil Arora demitted office on Monday. The development is interesting as within hours of new CEC taking over the charge, EC seems to have decided to send a strong message to both TMC and BJP in West Bengal. Well, do let us know what you think about this, what you think about the Election Commission action against Mamata Banerjee and also against BJP leaders in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, a very small request to all of our viewers, we have launched a membership drive on our channel HW News English. Please click on the join button if you like the journalism that you do. If you want to support us, please click on the join button. You will get to know about the levels of membership that we offer and the perks and the benefits under each level of membership will be explained to you in the video that is following. So if you want to support us, please click on the join button, join the membership, pay us and support us. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, HW News English is 2 years old now. When we started this venture, we promised ourselves one thing, that news should remain free because right to know is the right of every Indian. But to keep news free for everyone, we need support from some of you. And thus we have rolled out membership on our YouTube channel HW News English. But mind you, the membership is completely voluntary. The programs that we were doing earlier, that we are doing now, will continue to remain free. First level is a basic level. Here, you can be our supporter by paying Rs 199 per month. This membership gives you certain perks and benefits. The perks include unique badges in front of your name, a live show from Mr. Sujit Nair and from Mr. Akhilesh Bhargava per month for our members. You can also vote in some exclusive members-only polls. Now the second level is Super Supporter. Here you can be our Super Supporter by paying Rs 3,999 per month. This membership will include every perk that comes with basic level. Additionally, our Super Supporters can be a part of a WhatsApp group where we can have discussions and suggestions on various topics. The second perk includes a gift pack with our merchandise. And the third perk is a Google Meet with Mr. Sujit Nair, where you can join the meet and ask your questions to Mr. Nair face to face. Lastly, if you like, we would give a shout out to our super supporters in our programs. So, hope to see you soon with our badges.